I've lost over 150 pounds with the help of GLP-1s and bariatric surgery. Let's talk about it. Hi guys, my name's Nikki and I have lost over 150 pounds with the help of GLP-1s and bariatric surgery. I started out about 11 years ago at 430 pounds with a diabetes diagnosis and a prescription for Victoza. I stayed on that for about a year and lost about 100 pounds. Then I lost my insurance and unfortunately had to go off the medication. Fast forward about 8 years and I had ballooned back up to about 380 pounds. That's when I made the decision to have bariatric surgery, which I had in March of 2026. You can see my before and after pictures here. In March of 2026, I did weigh about 380 pounds and I got down to about 316 pounds by April of 2026. April 30th of 2026, I started Mounjaro. Since then, I've lost 43 pounds with the help of that GLP-1, and it's been about 12 and a half weeks. So today, what I'd like to talk about is my updated labs and what my trends have been. All right, guys, so let's start off with my A1C. As you'll see, my A1C in April of 2026 was 9%, which was pretty high. Of course, it was way higher than that before I had surgery, up to 11%. But as of July 29th, so literally less than 90 days after starting the Mounjaro, my A1C came down to 6.3. That puts me in the pre-diabetic range. That is amazing. I can't even believe that happened in 3 months. It has taken me years just to get it down because it was originally at 12. And it's taken me years and years to get it down to this part. So I am very excited about that. Now let's get into my complete metabolic panel. My sodium has kind of been all over the place. It goes up and down, up and down. Sometimes it's too low, sometimes it's fine. The most recent ones were fine, so we'll go with that. I do have high blood pressure, so I do avoid sodium, but apparently I can do with a little bit more of it. Potassium has always been normal. My chloride was abnormal at one point, but it's pretty much been normal. My CO2 was low this time, but apparently that can be from dehydration, and I hadn't drinking. I was fasting that morning, so I hadn't had anything to drink. I don't know if I was dehydrated because I hadn't drunk very much water the day before, but I digress. Anion gap was normal. My glucose is almost always high when I go, so that's, not abnormal for me, but obviously it is abnormal. But as you can see, it's come down a lot, with the exception of one time after January. BUN and creatinine, pretty good. My ratio is not great, so I'm working on that. And my total protein has always been good. So I am not complaining about these labs. I am very, very excited about them. All right, guys, so here is my most recent lipid panel. They didn't do one of these when I went on July 29th. I'm not sure why we didn't do these blood tests, but this is where I was at as far as in April before I started the Mounjaro. So as you can see, my HDL cholesterol is a little bit low, and I'm not really sure what to do about that. I'm going to do some research into seeing, and if you guys have any suggestions, please put them down in the comments. But everything else is good. I am on atorvastatin for cholesterol. If we look back in March of 2022, you can see that I actually had high cholesterol, and I was actually on atorvastatin back then too. But it has come down significantly in the last few years, so I'm not complaining about that. But my cholesterol and triglycerides, LDL, and all of that is all pretty much within normal range. The HDL ratio is obviously it's on the high end of normal, so I'll see what I can do to work on that. But yeah, so that's where my labs are today. I'm very excited to continue this journey and make all the necessary changes that I need to make in order to continue to be my healthiest and best self. Please feel free to follow along, like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.